the West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon. How everybody's doing? Well, I'm in my Sunday beautiful best because the day we went to church, and this afternoon I'm going to have a wonderful Sunday dinner with my family. So yes, today is a wonderful day. But we're going to talk about how to protect our children on the internet. But first, I'd like to say congratulations to the Carney family. Jason, Kevin, and Lucas. Jason is the dad. The boys are the ones who sent the essay in, and they are the essay winners of our contest. So congratulations to them. I am so proud of those boys. They told their mother how special their father was to them, and I am so proud of them. So that's why he got that lovely basket. So we're going to be doing this as an annual contest. So those young people, please tell your mom next year in June you want to write an essay or letter. Let me explain. An essay is 4 to 5 or 6 sentences about how special your father figure is in your life, or write me a letter. But this will teach the children how to write their thoughts down, and their father figure will appreciate that. Grandpas, uncles, dads, stepdads, they all need to be appreciated, because you remember last time I saw you, I told you that we get our roses, we get candy, we get perfume, we get everything that we want. But what do we do for dads? So a nice letter that they can look back, and it's history. They can go back and look at what your child wrote about them from years from now on. So please participate next year. Now, let's get back to the topic about how do we protect our children from the internet? Well, we had some experts say, don't stress over screen time. It's not about screen time now, it's about life. Are you getting enough sleep? Are they getting enough exercise? Are they getting enough social interaction? So those are some of the things you, as parents and grandparents, we're stressing of why they're always in front of the screen. And then, some of the children are watching us. We have to make sure that we're setting a good example. Do you troll with strangers on the internet or in social media? Do you post family members online, and do you ask for permission? Those are stressful things too, because say for instance somebody in your family says, I didn't want my picture posted on social media. That's stressful. That causes an argument. Let's not do that. Or the best one is, well, I need to keep my phone by the bed. No, you don't. So let's talk about empowering your children of reporting inappropriate actions. Now, we teach our children danger, how they respond to danger. We tell them how they call 911 or find a police officer when lost or need of help. We need to give those same instructions to our children. That begins encouraging them to come to you with reports of any disturbing interactions with individuals. It's also good to help them understand how to take direct action. You know, you have to tell them as soon as something's inappropriate, come tell you about it so we can find out how to block it, how to get rid of it. Don't let it stay on there. We can use some computers like Mac and Windows. They have those parental controls that we need to learn how to use. Yes, I'm talking about us, Nana, Papa, Dad, Mom. We need to learn how to use those parental controls on our computer. You know, discuss the the difference between good behavior and bad behavior with your child. Now, you can arrange your home to have a safe environment. The computer that they use for school and all that stuff, that should be in an area where everybody can walk by and see you use the computer. In a community area, I should say, an area where it's safe. You're not sneaking around. Now, in my home, I put my computer, I know y'all gonna have a fit, but I got my computer on my dining room table now in the living room. So if you need to use my computer, it's downstairs in the living room on the dining room table. So when I walk by, I can see what you're doing. I'm not running up the stairs and say what you're doing. You're going to sit at my dining room table and tell me what you're doing on the computer. Yeah, so those ladies who like to have that nice dining room table, but it's my kids, it's my grandkids' safety that I can do. Because now once they're off the computer, I put it up and put that plate and that glass back down in their place. But when they need the computer, it's downstairs on my living room table and I can see what they're doing. Establish that if you're going to do a video conference or any activities, if possible, it should be done in shared spaces rather than bedrooms and make it easier to avoid objects in the background from posters to book that can reveal too much information. Like I just said, in the living room, it's a central area where everybody can come in and it's pretty. It has pretty pictures. But in the bedroom, you got posters, comic books, entertainment on the wall that people can see. And so they're not looking at you, they're looking at the wall behind you. Like in the studio here now, I have hardly anything on the walls because I want you to pay attention to me. Now, when the kids are doing video calls for school, no pajamas. Get them dressed like they're going to school outside the home. That makes a whole lot of difference. When they get dressed like they're going to school and sitting at the computer, their mind is better. Their attitude is better. They know that they're going to school because when you wear pajamas, your mind is like, I want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to school. I got on my pajamas. I'm ready to go back to sleep. Let's hurry up. But when you get dressed, sit at the computer. You'll do things better. Now, if school is in the family room, no siblings, nobody else should be around. You need to have that space just for the computer and the student. No siblings should run around in the background. It should be a quiet time for them. Now, you have sometimes you can't rely on those settings. You have to check it out. You have to check it out. And then you make rules. Establish rules, ground rules for using the computer. Sometimes when the kid is younger, there's no negotiating of what rules. You make rules, you set them, and you keep them. Now, as they get older, you discuss. Now, if you break the rule on the computer, what should be your punishment? And you come to a fair conclusion of what the punishment is. So when they do it, they can't get angry. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you knew because you were in the negotiation period of what were the rules and the punishment of being wrong on the computer. You have to do that. And I know it's hard with these preteens and teenagers, but we have to stand firm, parents, because on the internet, there are stalkers, there are pedophiles. Pedophiles are men and women who want to do sexual things to your children who are underage. And you don't want that. We hear horror stories all the time of how somebody is on the internet and they met somebody and they were dangerous. Or recently, I heard of a young man, 14 years old, met somebody on the internet, bought drugs, and eventually died. So it can be a heartbreak to watch your child die from being on the internet. So parents, we have to be careful. You remember, tell your children, don't share photos online. Don't share personal information. Don't follow your friend or anyone you don't know. That's important. That's important. That's very important. If you don't really know this person, do not follow them online. Because this is a ground where people can be imposters. They say they're one thing online and they're a wholly different person offline. So please, parents, tell your children there's only a certain circle of friends that you can interact with online. That's for safety reasons. Like I said, they are far more likely to obey the rules if they had some say in creating them. This is from Stephen Ballman, the founder of Family Online Safety Institute. I had one father in New York because his children are avid players on the internet. He had to put a timer on how long they can play a game. Sometimes you have to regulate the time that they're on the internet. That's important for you to do. It's very important for you to do. We have to do that. And these Zoom calls, those are scary too. Strangers can get on the Zoom calls and you don't know who your child is seeing. So one thing is that you don't let your child have a Zoom call anywhere that is secluded. It has to be in the front. It has to be in the open area of the house. And, empower your children to find good things on the internet. Good games, good educational science stuff, nature stuff. I looked at some of the animals. One actor did voiceovers to animals in the jungle, and it was interesting. It was interesting. So find things like that for your kids. it'll help a lot. And pray. You got to pray and say, Lord, help me with this stuff. Because I did that when my grandchildren came to my house for summer camp. I got on my knees and I said, okay, Lord, we have to set ground rules. So what I did is I wrote rules of how we are going to act at summer camp and in the house. No phones. When you went to bed, all phones stayed downstairs on the counter. No phones went upstairs. None. No computer stuff. Nothing went upstairs. And then when they woke up, they got to watch TV for a little while. And then when breakfast was ready, TV was off. We said a prayer. We ate breakfast. We got ready for camp. Then after camp, we couldn't find a vacation Bible school in person. So we saw a few of them online. But we had vacation Bible school. And then after that, they rode their bikes. And so this went on for a while. And it was good because they knew the rules. We established them. They knew them. And our visit was so wonderful. So wonderful because we had established structure. We had established what was going on, what was appropriate, what was inappropriate to do. Once that is set, you don't have too many problems. So grandparents and parents, set the guidelines. Set the guidelines. And I know some of us cannot afford all those safety rules that they have on the computer. So once in a while, you might, like I said, get that timer and give them an hour to go on the internet to play a game. And then once that timer goes off, we do something else because we can't, some of us just can't afford all the new technology on the computer. So we have to supervise. And anything is better than not doing anything at all. Because we're responsible, we're stewards of our children until God says it's time to come home. So remember, parents, that you are in charge on earth. God gave you these children, and He wants you to be the best steward. That means manager. You're going to love them. You're going to teach them the best way to do things. We have to. It's our responsibility. We cannot be slowful, as they say in the word. That means be lazy. They are your number one priority. And if God has allowed you to be a parent, be the best one that you can. Be the best one you can. One way to maintain some control over your child's devices is create a charging station in a communal area and declare digital curfew is a must, morning and evening. So hey, like I said, we have to set a time. Turn everything off at a certain time. Turn it back on, turn it off. That keeps everything in perspective. You want your children to have some sense of responsibility, some sense of they respect my opinion, So that's what we need to do. But I'm going to take my first break and I'll be back. Bye.
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Instincts going low, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, hope. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling from the elevator, now I'm Bray Rice in this. It's like I'm rice and take a bite, it's nice and I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a Heimlich can save him. Must select the finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I admit a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn like a auto with no time to kill. I'm a feeling like the opposite of work, it's a work and it never been a purpose thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me. So I'm freaking every check and put the money in the pushing me to be gunning to the finish and the getting of it. But everybody know I'm working in the sea, I do it differently. So only time will give me everything that I deserve. My end.
Hi, I'm Ryan. This is my car. Do you like it? Great. We'll get to that. Trust the process. You see, I've been going back and forth with myself, and I decided it's for sale! Sale! No, it is not! Yes, it is. See what I mean? I don't need it, but I want it. You're probably wondering what's wrong with it. I don't know. It cost me a lot to get it running, so hopefully nothing. All I'm asking is a cool 5K. Allow myself to tell you the details.
I just want to live forever. I just want my shit together. I just want my after show. I just want to eat whatever. I just want to hit the road. I just want the perfect weather.
And look at this finish. All original. Nothing says I love the US of A like lead paint, baby.
Instincts going low, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, hope. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, taking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling from the elevator, now I'm Bray Rice in this. It's like I'm rice and take a bite, it's nice and I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a Heimlich can save him. Must select the finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I admit a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn like a auto with no time to kill. I'm a feeling like the opposite of work, it's a work and I never
Hi, I'm Ryan. This is my car. Do you like it? Great. We'll get to that. Trust the process. You see, I've been going back and forth with myself, and I decided it's for sale! Sale! No, it is not! Yes, it is. See what I mean? I don't need it, but I want it. You're probably wondering what's wrong with it. I don't know. It cost me a lot to get it running, so hopefully nothing. All I'm asking is a cool 5K. I allow myself to tell you the details.
I just wanna live forever. I just want my shit together. I just want my after show. I just wanna eat whatever. I just wanna hit the road. I just want the perfect weather.
And look at this finish. All original. Nothing says I love the US of A like lead paint, baby.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network. World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Hi, I'm back from my little break. But I want to let you know that it's important that you tell your children the difference between a young gamer blurting out bad things than someone of adult nature saying bad things on the internet. That's important. That's important because those gamer people, they are something else. So please make sure that your children understand how important it is that they are aware that safety is important when they go on the internet. You have to make sure that they understand that because it's important. Now, look, the internet, some people, providers, I should say, like FiOS and Infinity, for instance, offer router level settings that let you control what happens in your home Wi-Fi network. The next step is to use child safety tools built into major operating systems like Mac and Windows, and they will adjust the Google Safe search settings on whatever browsers you use. So there are some inexpensive things you could do on your computer. But like I said, don't rely on them all the time. And make sure that your children are not there to know the passwords or whatever they have for you to learn how to have a secret code for the parental controls. Don't let them know that. And don't do something where it's not easy for them to figure out. Because these kids, especially now, they don't write much. All they do is they go on the computer. So they know how to work the computer. My grandchildren have taught me a lot this summer about watching them on their computers. I was like, did y'all come out born learning how to do a computer? I mean, it's amazing. So you have to be careful. So when they go to bed, I just shut everything down. I'm old school. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be stressed out of trying to how to do all those parent controls. I just turn it off. When it's time to stop the computer, I'm a girl from old school. I just shut it off. I just turn it off. So look, do what you can to keep your kids safe. You have to, it's important. Children spend more time online. And parents have to cope with a broad range of free-loading anxieties. It's natural for parents to dwell in the potential dangers from child falling victim to scams, which an adult can blackmail a minor in taking or sharing explicit photos or video to a tragic but rare event like abduction by online predator. See, I said that earlier. They're after our kids. They're after our children. We have to make sure that they know the dangers. And these teenagers for this, what is it? Instagram, TikTok. Please be careful. Please be careful. And now you can apply online, giving somebody a video about a job. Be careful with that. There's a lot of scamming out there. Be careful. I'm old school. I just rather go in. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Ha! I'd rather go into the job, but you know, you young people, y'all are computer. The computer, you breathe and eat computer. So be careful. And parents, be careful. Tell them, explain to them that the danger is there. We have to. We have to explain to them that the danger is there. Now, I'm going to move on because I need to talk about some community activities that's coming up. Now, we have a Sunday jazz and gospel brunch on the second and fourth Sunday from June to August. And you go on dreambuildersforlife.org and get more information. I understand that the food is good. The entertainment is good. Gail Johnson, Derwin Dave Johnson, Daryl Williams, Jeanette Harris is a saxophonist, Jacel Brown is a gospel artist, and Marvin Davis is a gospel artist. Those are the guests that be singing or giving you entertainment at the brunch. So yes, it's sponsored by Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network. So go online to www.dreambuildersforlife.org and get more information. Now, August the 4th, Oceanside is having their back to school rally sponsored by the NAACP. So we need to take your children to Maricopa College August the 4th. Some organizations have donated books, pencils, notebooks, backpacks to make sure that your children have a good start in school. I think it be there by 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10 o'clock, August the 4th, back to school rally, sponsored by the NAACP. And you might see me there. I will be donating some items to the rally also, because I believe if the children have a good foundation in education, they can go as far as they want to go. Then, September 25th is Color the Night, sponsored by the North County African American Women's Association. Presents the Color the Night, the 24th Annual Gentlemen's Gourmet Scholarship Fundraiser. Date, September the 25th. Omni Resorts La Costa, and the tickets are $75. For tickets, chef registration, and sponsorship, visit ncaaw.org, Gentlemen's Gourmet. Now, my favorite activity is going to happen September the 11th. The Rory Graham Jr. Foundation is having appreciation luncheon for the sponsors. And seating is limited. So you need to send me your email, your name and your email to askmamag.phd@gmail.com. If you like to attend, send me your name and your email at askmamag.phd@gmail.com, and I will give you further information. But it's September the 11th. It's going to be at the El Camino Country Club, and it's a fundraiser because, as you know, Army and Navy Academy will put a scholarship in Rory Graham Jr.'s name permanently if we raise $25,000. There will be a scholarship permanently in his name at Army Navy Academy. But I'm going to be honest with you. I hope one day I raise $1 million so I can build a building, an educational building for the cadets to see and admire. Because Rory has 14 awards that he got from Army and Navy Academy. And they need to be displayed at that school to inspire the other cadets of color. We need inspiration around here, guys, because there is so much distress in the community where you always hear about somebody getting shot, getting stabbed. So we need some inspiration. And at that school, that would be a wonderful thing because that'll be a history-making thing where they would have a building named after a cadet of color. And that school is over 100 years old. I'm grateful for the scholarship, but why not reach for the stars? Why not have a building named in Rory Graham Jr.'s name? Why not? All things are possible. With God upstairs, everything is possible. So we stay on the right track. That will happen. I appreciate Army and Navy contacting us and letting us know that if we raise $25,000, there will be a scholarship permanently in Rory's name. I think that's wonderful. But why can't we have something where they can display all of his awards from sportsmanship to citizenship? In fact, we were pleased to find out that they put his news article in the chapel. So when the cadets go inside the chapel for assembly, they could see the news article that Rory had, that the newspaper, the North County Times, put him on the front page of the North County Times faith section of the paper. And that paper went from Temecula to San Diego. So thousands of people read about what he had done on the campus. He had the largest Christian club in the history of the school. Fellowship of Christian Athletes had 45 students, and Cadets for Christ had about 30. And that was huge compared to other Christian clubs in the past. That was huge. He had a following that was tremendous. Even the teachers would come to the meetings and hear him speak. Then when he went on to Westmont College, he became a chaplain and a radio disc jockey. DJ, I should say. And he had a following there. So when you put God first in your life, he will raise you where everybody can see your light that shines so brightly. So we also have all proceeds of the Michelle collection will go to the Rory Graham Jr. Foundation. We have a wallet here, we have a purse here, and we have a bag here. Each are separately priced, but if you want all three for $75, please email me at askmamag.phd@gmail.com. So you have some assignments now. I want you to keep your children safe in your home with the internet. Email me about purchasing one of these beautiful Michelle Obama purses. Let me make sure we can see them. Here's the wallet. It's really a phone wallet. You can put your phone inside there. And I have this price as $30. And then we have our everyday purse for $35. And our big bag for $35. But you can get all three of them for $75. So here's the bag. I hope I'm looking at the right camera. Please help me. And here's the purse. Here's the bag. So all of these three can be for $75. And all proceeds go to the foundation. Hey, I'm trying to make it the best way I can, guys. Please help me. I'm just here to do what God has told me to do. Build the community up. Build a legacy for the community and for my family. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be rich as Oprah, but I'm trying to leave a legacy for my family and the community, because we're here just for a while. So we have to make the best of what we do. That's it, guys. We have to do the best that we can do. And remember, before I leave, I want you to remember this from God. He says, start your children on the way they should go. And even when they are old, they won't turn from it. So we have to do that.
Don't forget about birthdays.
Yes. Now, my best part is the birthdays. We're gonna read off our birthdays. Rachel McCullough, Annie Jenkins, Alvin McGee, Martha Ann Riley, Preston Butler, Marquis Chandler, Michael Murray, Deacon Henry Holloway, Margie Calistino, Latrice Semper, Classy M. Hooper, Gerald Hampton, Bessie Miller, and William King. Happy birthday. I thank God that He has allowed you to live another year. Be productive in your year. Be prosperous in that year. Be a leader in your year. Just thank God that He's allowed you to have another birthday. Again, September the 11th, the Rory Graham Jr. Appreciation Luncheon will be at the El Camino Country Club at 11 o'clock Saturday. We'll have a delicious meal. We'll have some things for raffle, and you can see who will be honored at the luncheon. Please, spaces are limited, so if you want to go, email me at askmamag.phd@gmail.com. But I want to say I love you. You have a wonderful Sunday. And remember, He loves you and Mama G loves you. Have a good one. Bye.
Heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood. From sea to shine.